Uh, Greg? Greg? Greg?
What?
Yeah, Greg,
What?
wake up. You
What?
fell asleep.
What do you mean?
You fell asleep.
What time is it?
Dude, we gotta do Whizbang. It's been like over a month since we've produced any content on YouTube.
Oh no! Okay. Hi, we're back.
Hey everybody. Not only a return to form for Whizbang, but a return to form for
Our
left
bits.
trigger, right trigger.
Our
Welcome
weird
back,
bits.
us.
Yeah. We did it.
We did it.
Of course,
This
my
is
phone starts going off just now. That's probably Twitter.
it's literally notifications that we are going live. Hey everybody.
Hi.
As you know, we're the left trigger, right triggers.
We are.
That's is our new rebrand, and
With so many Z's.
with a lot of Z's. Greg, what is this show that we've done from time to time that people may have forgotten?
Hi, it's Whizbang Ladder Bros, where we try to take the Whizbang decks or other such things and try to climb the ladder in Hearthstone. Seeing as the ladder resets every month, and we haven't done this since probably at least September. Yeah, we've gone down a little bit. I've been playing on the side and gotten myself. Oh, hey, look, we're basically where we always start, which is 19 with 1 star.
What's the highest that we've gotten up to?
That we've gotten up to
Yeah,
You and
us
I?
collectively.
on this show, maybe
Yeah, on this show, you and I, what's the highest we've gotten up to?
like maybe 19 with 4 stars. I think. But yeah, I mean, I've gotten up to 17 with some other things. So for this one, Whizbang is wonderful. It gives you one of 18 different pre-constructed decks. I would like to stray away from those for this one. I would like to propose showing some weird ones. We have the I Hunt Alone deck, which is a Whizbang deck. But I would like to show off these 3 items down here. So one is a Murloc Mage, which is just a bunch of Murlocs and Mage cards.
Okay. I love Murlocs. I love mages.
One is even Mecha'thun, which is all about stalling the game and trying to survive till the very end when you have no cards left in your deck, and then playing Mecha'thun, which will then immediately destroy your opponents. Let me show you just real quick. It uses the card Gen Greymane, so all the cards in it have to be even, which makes your hero power 1. Only costs 1. It uses Mecha'thun, which says if you have no cards in your deck, hand, and battlefield, destroy the enemy hero. You reduce its cost down to 8, and then play Cataclysm via Blood Bloom. You play Blood Bloom, and then you play Cataclysm, which costs life instead of mana, to destroy all minions and discard your hand. And if you have no deck, then end Mecha'thun out and play. Then that goes off. It's great. Anyway, I forgot to go into streamer mode on Discord. So,
all the notifications of people saying don't do this are coming up.
Yeah, are coming up. But
stop doing this.
And I have no way of turning on streamer mode without.
That's fine. Let's just hope for the best.
Okay, great. It's your boy Pete.
Okay, that's boy.
And then the last one, the last deck is one from somebody I shouted out when I talked about one of the times I talked about Hearthstone on the Left Trigger Right Trigger podcast. It's Kibler's Tespionage deck, where you basically have the shell of one type of deck, and then I just steal cards from my opponent's class for on the cheap and try to beat them with those.
Okay, I love that.
Great. Let's start with the Murloc deck.
We'll start with the Murloc deck. Yeah. I did notice that you forgot to mention one thing about the show.
I don't think I left anything out. I think I included everything. At least about my show, about the show that I do.
I mean, you know, it's understandable because it's been like a month or so, a month or two since we've done this. Really a while. This show is also another show called 5 for 5 for Fighting, and that's a show where we break down the best in 90s and primarily 2000s retail rock. Really just break down what happened to some of these bands, and we do a deep dive into one specific band, break down some lyrics every show. We got a great one for you this week, a great return to form. Greg, I think you're really going to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also going to send a message to Discord. Sorry, no, I'll wait.
Okay.
I was going to put a message in the Discord, but it's going to show up on your screen. That's fine.
The message itself won't show up, but I also can't read it without.
No, if I put a message in Discord, all the hounds will start to bite.
Oh, no. Wow.
It's unrelated to this. Anyways. Anyways, 5 for 5 for fighting. Greg, we usually do 2000s songs.
Yes, true. You usually do 2000 songs.
Us, yeah, as a unit. We are going
an absolute unit.
Us as an absolute unit. We're going to continue to do that today. Don't worry. But we're going to go actually really deep per your request today. Little peek behind the curtain there. Breaking a little bit of kayfabe. But before we do that, why don't you tell us what's going on with this deck right now? How this match is starting?
This is going pretty well. You get a quick start. You want to play at least one Murloc every turn, which we've been able to do through turn 3, and including making this relatively small and fragile Murloc much larger. My opponent has been adding cards of my class. Oh boy, and there goes my board.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, so.
That's good.
Fun. It's okay. We can rebuild, though.
We can rebuild.
We will rebuild him.
Okay. Well, that's great. Would you say that the game is off to an unbelievable start?
Sure.
Okay, that's good. Because the first band that we're going to talk about in our One Hit Wonder segment, that of course always starts the show before we get into the meat of it, is a band that actually created a song called "Unbelievable." You may recall. Yeah, you may recall this song. Oh,
there it is.
You're unbelievable.
You got it. You picked it up.
I picked it.
That's why I said "oh."
I know why you said "oh." I know the song "Unbelievable." Thank you very
much.
Oh. So the reason that we're gonna look at this one, despite the fact that it is from 1991.
Wow.
Which is
that's a deeper cut than I thought.
Yeah, the song got mentioned before we started the recording, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a 2000 song. It's fucking not. Not at all. Now, we're not going to go into a lyric breakdown as much here, because, that's for the big boys. But I do want to talk a little bit about the band that created it, because I literally know absolutely fucking nothing about them, and I don't think you probably don't either.
Nope, not a clue.
Okay, so this little band is called EMF, and they were a British alt rock band. Basically, they had an 8-year run with 3 studio albums, and of course, "Unbelievable" was their big and I think only hit. So that's great. Now, I didn't do a ton of research on this act, so I'm kind of going to do it here. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the game as
we
it's
just
going
won
right now? Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, so if you were paying attention, Murloc, Murloc Mage just, gets in there and just keeps hitting him in the face over and over. It's a term called, smork, which is just always go face kind of thing. Yeah, it was good. I'm gonna go try the Mechathune, because I've gotten it to go off once ever. It's not really likely. It was built back when when kind of control decks were very popular, where you would get to the end of the game very commonly. Pretty much everyone was trying to get to the end of the game. And yeah, so this probably won't get there, because I'm gonna face something that's probably a little bit more aggro, and I'm not gonna survive it. So
okay,
we'll see what happens though.
So I've just learned a great fact about the song "Unbelievable," which I did not know. Yeah. Here's something I didn't know about "Unbelievable," and I bet you probably didn't know about this either. And that is that the song contains samples of U.S. comedian Andrew Dice Clay throughout the track.
Wait, what?
The "oh" is an Andrew Dice Clay sample. It's not a human singing a hook.
Huh.
Yeah. And I guess there's a part during the bridge where there's a spoken "It's unbelievable" that is said, and that is also Andrew Dice Clay.
Wow.
Yeah. So
alarming.
This is something that actually is really alarming. So that's strange.
That's something.
That's something. I can't really find a ton about them other than that so far. I mean, that seems like the most interesting tidbit about that song. I mean, this band has come back together, like they've like reunited 3 times, which is kind of like funny to me.
Okay.
Because I mostly just like am curious about who, like, who's paying them a lot of money to come back and play shows, you know? Like, no offense. I know that we throw a lot of shade constantly in this show. But, like, someone's got to be paying them a lot of money to reunite and play shows.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess people are buying tickets, so...
Yeah. I'm going to just do a quick Google search for EMF, Are They Christian? Because as we've learned a lot of times on this show, a lot of these retail rock bands are actually very, very Christian. It doesn't seem like they are. I can't find anything about it.
Okay.
Let's search EMF, unbelievable, religion? Okay, nothing coming up here. Okay.
No takers? No bites on that one?
So no bites. I can't figure out... Yeah, it seems that there's really nothing about this fucking act, despite the fact that they were active for 8 years and have reunited several times since. But it might also be because I'm searching for ridiculous things, like EMF, unbelievable religion. I'll keep searching.
What an unbelievable religion.
What an unbelievable religion they had. Tell me a little bit more about the game you're playing right
now. So this is going to be a rough one.
Okay.
Like, part of this deck also deals damage to myself. Which isn't always ideal, depending on who I'm playing against. And against this particular opponent, it's not going great. It's not a great scene, not a great look.
Okay.
But I'm gonna try to do my best. You know, I'm gonna try to do my best. I have this Amethyst Spellstone, so every time I deal damage to myself, it kind of levels up or upgrades. So I'm actually gonna coin that out and take out one of the guys here.
Okay. Here's what I did find. I found an archive article from the New York Times about EMF.
Okay.
From 1991, titled "Up and Coming: EMF, a new band that's all the rave." And this was a little piece about everything you want to know about EMF, I guess. The trance dance rhythms and euphoric aura of acid house music have drastically altered the outlook and aspirations of most British rock groups. And then it kind of goes on and talks about EMF. Younger groups have simply grown up in a pop environment where house is the new rock and roll. And it talks about how EMF were kind of built in that newer 91 accepting of house music as rock and roll mindset. So that's interesting. For sure.
Yeah.
They just seem like a normal band.
Yeah. That happened to sample Andrew Dice Clay.
Andrew Dice Clay. That's actually very weird because here is something else I found out about them. They did have another single which had a song that sampled The Man Who Killed John Lennon, which apparently was a controversy in the 90s.
Yeah, you'd think?
Yeah, I could see it definitely being...
Might not be huge with people.
Let's see. Actually, this article mentions it. It says, then there's the controversy over the track Lies, which contained a sample of John Lennon's assassin, Mark David Chapman, reciting a lyric from John Lennon's Watching the Wheels. Under legal threats from Yoko Ono, EMF had to recut the album without the offending soundbite. Quote, "We used the sample because its ominous aura was perfect for the mood of the song. We didn't want to simply be provocative." Okay.
Okay.
That seems like maybe you failed a little bit. So yeah. Now one thing I know we didn't want to like go into the lyrics too much, right? But I actually do want to bring up Genius, so that we can kind of see if we can find any insight about the Andrew Dice Clay sample.
Yeah, I'd like to know, kind of like a why. I'd like to know why.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that there's an annotation that's like, why is this happening?
Yeah. Like, who
so
did
far,
this?
nothing.
How dare you? Kind of thing.
Yeah, one thing there, the first annotation in this song actually, there's another sample at the beginning of it. It's this intro sample where somebody yells "What the fuck," and the annotation for that is somebody just wrote "What the fuck," so that's helpful.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Great.
That's of quality.
Yeah, and that's like pretty much the entirety of the sample or of the explanations that we are given here.
So there's nothing else on the Genius?
There's the only other annotation is there's a line where he says your purple prose just gives you away, and it's somebody gives an explanation of the definition of what purple prose is in language, and then there's another what the fuck that talks about that just says what the sample is from, which it's a sample from the Black Panther, somebody from the Black Panther Party shouting it. You know, that's really all we get. No explanation of why this happened.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I also, why combine Andrew Dice Clay and a member of the Black Panther Party in the same song? That's also a thing I would like to know how that became happening. Other notable things about this track was that, one, it was featured on the soundtrack to Coyote Ugly in 2000, which is why maybe it seems like such a later song to us.
That's fair.
And also, what's this other tidbit I have here? Oh, yes. Also, this song was interpreted by Weird Al Yankovic in the Polka Medley, Polka Your Eyes Out.
Okay.
Which is from Off the Deep End, the album that has a little Nirvana reference on the cover, if you remember this one.
Yes.
He does a lot of great tracks on that. Some Love Shack. Some Losing My Religion, Enter Sandman. It's a good one. Love it.
Okay.
This is a true 90s gem.
A 90s smorgasbord, if you will.
A 90s Borgesmord.
Yep.
Of Dragisbog.
Just a real quick update. That game did not go well.
Yeah, what happened
predicted,
there?
We just didn't get to... He got to the end game before I did. He drew his entire deck and was able to kill me with it. And I was not able to draw my entire deck and stay alive with what I got.
Okay.
So I'm going to use the Kibler Tespionage. It's one of my favorites, just because it's weird and does weird stuff.
Okay. That's good. What are some of the weird things that it does?
So it has a card called Academic Espionage, which puts 10 random class cards of your opponent's class into your deck, and they all cost 1. And then I also have this card, Tess Greymane, that says, oh, this is Academic Espionage here. And I have this other deck this other card that does another thing.
Okay.
I'm blanking. Oh, Tess plays every card of the of another class that you have played this game. It like replays them. So that's fun.
That is pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the sap. It's not a great card. There's a lot of cards in this that use combo. So it's like the combo means if you've played another card this turn or this turn, then this combo effect happens. So there are a couple cheaper things, and that's why the stuff like the things costing 1 or 1 or less is really nice because it helps combo off with things, and so those spells that you get costing 1 helps feed your other combos. But yeah,
okay, that's good. I like that. So let us get a little bit. Well, I guess before we switch over to the main band, which I think is going to be really an interesting and exciting time for everyone.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about those Weird Al polka tracks really quick that are on his albums?
Sure.
They're really good.
They're a delight.
They're really delightful. If you're not a Weird Al person, you know, like, I understand. It's okay.
I don't.
I get I get that some people aren't into the like wacky humor, right? The like, ooh, here's like a eating joke. I am. I love it. I love it. I think he does it better than anybody else, and I think it also very much of the time where I was growing up. So
yeah,
what have you?
That's fine.
So I think that's fine. But Weird Al, delightful. We'll say it here.
And like a stand-up guy.
He seems like a stand-up guy, which like is apparently fucking hard to come by.
Yeah.
I can't remember if he did I think he did a poke on his most recent record, but I don't remember what made it into it.
Well, I mean, has he made? What was the
last?
So he got
remember
out... Yeah, he finished his like album contract, his like 16 album contract or whatever, and now started just doing like singles, right?
No, maybe he has. His last album was in 2014, which was Mandatory Fun, which of course featured what were the songs that he did here? Foil, the Lord Royals parody about tinfoil. Word Crimes, the song about incorrect grammar, parodying blurred lines. Very 2000.
Was it the White and Nerdy? Was that also on there?
No, that was before that.
Wow.
This was just like 2000s. It had a parody of Fancy on it. That was about being a handyman around the house. It had Tacky. That was the big one. The happy parody, Tacky.
Oh yeah.
I remember. Okay. But anyways, the only reason that I wanted to jump into this is because there's an entire Wikipedia page about his polkas.
Yeah.
And I guess the one from that album was called Now That's What I Call Polka.
Okay.
It had Wrecking Ball on it.
Okay.
Pumped Up Kicks. Call Me Maybe. Somebody That I Used to Know, of course, by Gautier. Timber. Sexy and I Know It by LMFAO, Thrift Store, Get Lucky, among a couple of others. So that's a tidbit. That's a little blast from the past. Little Weird Al,
one of the first 2 CDs I got was Weird Al's Running with Scissors.
Too.
Which had a polka power on it that I quite enjoyed.
Yeah, me too. That's a good one. I had that, and I had Bad Hair Day, which is also a very good one.
Nice.
Bad Hair Day was the one with Amish Paradise, which is
that's a classic.
A really, really good one. Okay. Do you have anything to say before I ruin this day?
No, we lost that first one. We had some bad draws, so we're hoping to get some better ones. Like, we just didn't have answers. We had a lot of like combo-y things and then nothing to combo off with. So which is rough. Like, we don't want our actioneers, and we had 2 of those. I'm gonna keep the sap this time, but otherwise, no. I guess we're ready. I do want to go back and listen to more Weird Al now that we've talked about it. But
I kind of do too. Also, I didn't realize this is real life random thing. I didn't realize the Arizona Senate seat had not been cleared up yet.
Oh yeah, no, I heard the Democrat one.
Yeah, the Democrats flipped the Arizona U.S. Senate seat, which is interesting. That election happened a while ago, but that's cool.
Yeah,
cool. That's great. It's great. Great news. Okay, anyways. Hearthstone, here we are. Let's get into it. Greg, we're going to talk about a really important band. And I think it's important for a lot of reasons. And mostly the reason is that we've talked a lot about bands in the show and realized that they're Christian rock bands by accident and been like, oh, okay, I didn't realize that. Or at the very least, they're very religious bands that aren't Christian rock but have some serious ties.
Yeah.
How this whole time have we not talked about the one Christian rock band? Just the one important Christian rock band, the only Christian rock band that has ever broken through to the other side. Of course, we're talking about the Door. No.
Why did that get me?
if I bait and switched and I was like, oh, we're going to talk about the Doors on this episode. No, of course we're talking about Creed. Yeah. The
movie, right?
Yeah, there's another Creed 2 is coming out.
It is, and I'm really excited about it.
I never saw Creed 1. Was it
what?
Good?
Wait, hold on. Derailing this whole gimmick. You haven't seen Creed 1?
I did not see Creed 1.
Gee, I've never seen a single Rocky film or anything like that. It's not my shit, but like, this is good. This is like legit good.
Here's my journey. Okay. I saw the director's first film, which was like a Sundance darling. It was Fruitvale Station. And I didn't really like it. Like, I respected it. I thought, like, this is a really, like, important message that he's getting at, and it's, like, an important thing that he's talking about. But I just didn't think it was, like, I didn't, like, super like the way it was made. It felt very Hollywoody in a way that was kind of, like, felt inappropriate in some way to me for the subject matter. So when Creed came out, I was kind of like, I'm not, like, huge on this director, but cool. And then Black Panther has come out, and it is fucking very good. I've been like, I should watch Creed because
you should watch Creed.
I think I was wrong about this director. I think he's probably actually very good. So this is me conceding. Maybe I was wrong all along. Sorry. Greg, we're going to break down some lyrics to a Creed song.
Okay, great.
And I'm going to let you pick your poison on this one.
Ooh.
So, obviously, there's a lot of songs that we can talk about. We can talk about Higher, of course. Yeah. Or we could talk about With Arms Wide Open. Or if you really wanted to get weird, which I don't think we do, there's the scary movie soundtrack hit single, What If?
What about, we're not even going to address, what's the one? You know the one?
Did they have a song other than Higher and
One Last Breath, I believe it's called.
What is One Last Breath?
You would know it if you heard it.
Okay.
I'm trying to summon it. I was looking it up earlier, and I can't remember how the chorus goes. So you should probably listen to it, because if I listen to it, it'll show up on stream.
I mean, that sounds great. Then we can get taken down.
Somebody could finally take us down.
Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna do it. Tell us what's going on in your Hearthstone game.
I'm taking a gamble to really try to just start pressuring this guy, getting him down to 6. Because I haven't gotten a lot of my card draw stuff, so I'm revealing the Auctioneer, which will probably get sufficiently murdered. But hopefully from here I can keep up some pressure. I won't have.
I'm sorry that I'm being quiet. I'm watching this video for this song, and
the video is fucked.
Fucking insane.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Has he jumped off the cliff?
I'm waiting for the hook. Yeah, okay.
Has he hit the ground yet? Because he hits the ground.
Holy shit.
It's crazy.
Here's the weird thing. I remember this video, but I don't remember this song at all. I have no fucking memory of this song.
That's fair.
The video, for those who haven't seen it, and you should go fucking watch it immediately, is Scott Stapp of Creed standing on a fucking CGI mountain range, and then he jumps off the mountain and hits the ground and then plays a song with the band. And he's like free falling for like a full fucking 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty great. And then he hits the ground in like full like
Yeah.
thud, and then a little bit of rise up and fall down again. But he's fine. Don't worry about it.
He's good. Well, that's the thing, is he's got the power of God on his side.
He does have the power of God.
I love that. Oh, holy shit. I really, 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 really... Creed, like, how uncool could you be? And that's Creed. You know, like, just... The 2000s were a weird time visually.
Yeah.
You know, like, people were really... Like, CGI was, like, starting to become more accessible and not, like, super expensive.
Yeah, but it was pretty yarny still.
But it was still pretty yarny. Yeah. Holy shit. Like, you look at this video and you're like, wow, wait, oh, I'm just scrubbing through things and I'm finding some things. Hang on 1 second. Let me just watch this real quick. So the video continues on. And then there's a big shrine with, like, a cat sitting on top of it, like a CGI tiger cat sitting on top of it or something. And Scott Stapp is holding, like, a bowl that has some blood in it, and there's a big CGI elephant rock statue, and there's a bunch of, like, tribal, like, I don't know, Egyptian-inspired women and CGI fucking, like, gargoyles? What's happening?
What is happening? Good God.
Holy shit. I'm sorry that we're not showing this on stream. I hope that you believe that is a thing that is actually happening, though, and that I'm not losing my fucking mind.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we are talking about Creed, which means that belief is a big part of it.
Chat is correct. If you do type in the chat, it will distract me from my rant. So
no,
I think
it's fine. We needed to pull you out of that hole.
Thank
you. Because yeah.
Yes, I was fully enthralled. I was enthralled and enthralled. Holy shit! Wow, how's it going? Wow, Greg, what song do you want to break down?
Let's do Higher. Let's start with Higher.
Okay, let's start with it, as if we're gonna go anywhere after that. Okay.
I thought we could do Higher, and then maybe Arms Wide Open if we get to it.
With Arms Wide Open. All right, before we start this, what's going on in your game here?
Well, we won the last one. I killed him with cards from his own class, and I'm hoping to do the same. Start aggressive, try to swoop in there, really punch him in the face, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
And by punch him in the face, I mean, like, actually just fucking hit him.
Yeah, yeah. You just punch a man up.
Yeah, just punch a man.
So, oh my God, we're off to a great start. We're gonna get through the lyrics of Higher.
Okay.
And, God bless the people who write on Genius, because oh my God, they're so good. Okay, so we're gonna go through the first line and then go through the annotation for the first line immediately. Okay. The first line of the song is, "When dreaming, I'm guided to another world, time and time again." The annotation for this puts an interview with Scott Stapp, where he talks about this line. A little bit of a long quote, but I have to read the whole thing so that the next part really hits home.
Okay.
The quote is, "So I was basically commenting on my dream and writing my thoughts about what I was dreaming about. And it was on various levels. It was a literal dream, but it was also on my dreams as a human being at the stage in my life and where I was in my life at the time. I wanted the world, so to speak. I wanted to achieve every dream that I ever had. And also, I had the idealistic view of wanting to create heaven on earth. At the time I penned that song, my view of what heaven on earth meant was very narrow, very naive, and very wrapped up in ego and self-fulfillment. I didn't really expound on that, but I can comment on that now. And it's also, be careful what you wish for, because your prayers might get answered." Then there's a comment immediately after this that someone added that just says, all lowercase, "This song is about fucking." That's it.
That's the width and breadth of that comment.
Like Scott Stapp gives this big fucking explanation, and someone just
big fucking explanation.
Just really breaks it down. That is fucking. I love the internet so much.
Sometimes the internet is good. It's often bad, but sometimes it's good.
I was having a conversation the other day about how the social media was bad, and I was like, there are good parts about it, and there are bad parts about it. This is a good part about it.
This is pretty good.
This is score 1 for my argument. Okay, when dreaming, I'm guided to another world time and time again. Unfortunately, there aren't that many annotations for this song, so we're not going to get much more of that, but that gives us as much as we fucking need. At sunrise, I fight to stay asleep because I don't want to leave the comfort of this place because there's a hunger, a longing to escape from the life I live when I'm awake. So, yeah, I guess he's talking about his dreams. Cool.
Having some dream times.
He loves having dream times. This band is very fucking religious, which, like, totally cool. But we're gonna get into some weird religious shit in a second. Religious rock and roll.
Just real quick, want to comment to the chat who said no, not sap there, because then it basically made it so that I could win now. So suck it, chat. What's up? Except
don't antagonize our chat. Who
I mean, it's
here
just Josh.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Pre-chorus. So let's go there. Let's make our escape. Come on, let's go there. Let's ask, can we stay? What do you think he's talking about here? Is he talking about his dreams or is he talking about heaven?
I think he wants to go to heaven on earth. I think that's what he's aiming to do.
Yes. I believe so. Because then we get to the chorus, of course. Classic. Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? Can you take me higher to a place with golden streets? And, of course, this is the only other annotation we get, and it's correct. He is asking someone, or even God, if he can be taken to heaven where blind people can see, and the golden streets of heaven. These golden streets.
I also, just real quick, need to also shove it in Josh's face that I got exactly what I needed off of a draw, and then was able to win, despite him being, man, this last damage is gonna be rough. Suck it, Josh.
Greg is a professional. If he can win the Hearthstone games with a deck that is random or pre-built, and while I'm reading Creed lyrics, he can do anything. That's it. So, where I just blacked out.
Something about
Golden Streets.
Golden Streets.
These golden streets appear in the Bible's book of Revelations, aka Apocalypse, and the 12 gates were 12 pearls, each of the gates made of a single pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold like transparent glass. Also, I'm sorry, the Bible, but the streets of the city were pure gold like transparent glass?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, is gold transparent?
No.
I'm sorry, who wrote the fucking Bible?
Yo, you gotta be careful. We're on the internet, dude.
I guess that's fine. No shit. If we're not here to like dunk on God, that's not the point. But I do want to point out that the person who wrote the Bible, maybe did not know what glass was, or what transparency was.
To be fair, it was the olden times. Who knows? You know, they didn't know stuff.
Yeah, glass. What do they know? Did they know stuff? Yeah, maybe glass was like gold back then and transparent gold.
Yeah, maybe, man. You don't know.
You're right.
You weren't there.
You're totally right. You're totally right. That's really great. Okay. Sorry, everybody. This is great. Some dude was like, buy this gold, but it's clear.
Fucking got him.
Yeah, new gold, worth lots. Yes, that is exactly probably what happened. Maybe this was like a small Ponzi scheme that somebody tried to like work into the Bible.
It's very possible.
It's very possible. There's some weird stuff in there, and also that book, you know, it's been translated so many times. Something might have gotten lost in translation there.
No,
you know, we'll give God the benefit of the doubt.
God knows how to speak all languages, and he definitely wrote it in English back in the BC times.
Also, God definitely wrote the Bible.
God definitely wrote
in every in every interpretation of who wrote the Bible. It was God.
It was definitely just God.
It was just God. I mean, can we talk about... Okay, Josh saying, I mean, can we talk about hold gold? Actually, a 100% useless metal is the value of our... Oh, how gold. Sorry, there was a correction there. How gold... actually, a 100% useless metal is the value of our currency. And not to keep alienating potential viewers, all your views are respected. Can we talk about when Ron Paul ran for president? His platform was bringing back the gold standard.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Like,
maybe a little misguided, crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know, other stuff you can believe, and that's great. I'm not here to dunk on your political views, but I don't want to walk around with a big bag full of gold.
I mean, I think that would be pretty cool, because then we could be Mr. Moneybags from or the Monopoly Man. I don't know. I thought his name was Mr. Moneybags for some reason, but yeah. Yeah. We'll call him Mr. Moneybags. Okay.
Yes. The gold standard, a thing that people voted for.
Anyway, so the streets were gold.
The streets were gold. Can we take me higher to where the streets are gold? Let's get into verse 2.
Okay.
Verse 2.
Verse 2.
Although I would like our world to change, it helps me to appreciate those nights and those dreams. But my friend, I'd sacrifice all those nights if I could make the earth and my dreams the same. The only difference is to let love replace all our hate. Great. Scott, you know what? It's a
beautiful sentiment, I think.
I think it's a beautiful sentiment. Except that, like, I don't know. He doesn't... Yeah. Here's the thing. In this song, he doesn't tell us what his dreams are. You know? Vaguely is like, my dreams are great.
I love my dreams. My dreams are great.
How many tangents do we think I can get G on? Can we go deeper? Yeah.
No, Josh, we can't go deeper, but we can go higher. Can you take me there?
Can you take me there? Oh my God. We don't know anything about. I don't know if I trust him. Okay. Fucking, let's keep going. Let's go deeper into these lyrics.
Yeah.
Really, we just get the chorus and pre-chorus again. Then we get the pre-chorus again after the chorus. Then we get the bridge, which is actually the only other unique lyric in the song. So this is going to be short. Where he goes, up high, I feel like I'm alive for the very first time. Set up high, I'm strong enough to take these dreams and make them mine. Set up high, I'm strong enough to take these dreams and make them mine. That's all we get from Scott in this one. Just a very vague promise that he's dreaming of heaven and that he wishes that his version of heaven...
very high.
Yeah, can we get into the real...
He's kind of bragging about how high he is.
He's honestly bragging about how fucking high he is right now. He's trying to trick everybody into being like, I'm a religious boy, but I'm just gonna Google, has Scott Stapp smoked weed? And let's see what happens.
Okay.
The first thing that comes up is an article from 4 days ago with the headline, Scott Stapp clarifies story about T.I. saving his life.
What?
I'm
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to process what you just said with your face. And, yeah.
Let's just fucking read this article real quick. This is from Complex. Scott Stapp bothered by someone affiliated with TMZ this week. The topic was a years-old tale of how T.I. may have very well saved his life in Miami way back in 2006. First of all, why is somebody from TMZ catching up with Scott Stapp and being like, can you tell me about this story from 2006?
Dude,
what?
It's, I don't know. They didn't have enough ambulances to chase. Bazinga.
Oh my god. Bazinga. We can't.
Can't.
Scott said, that's not accurate. He talked about, okay, so it was about how T.I. helped him come down.
I'm sorry, hold on. I can't, is there a quote in that article that says, Scott says that's inaccurate? Because I can't take that as fact. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm unable to say.
Scott says that's not accurate. He says that he had an accident and he was injured, and T.I. found Scott Stapp injured and called an ambulance. Okay. It doesn't clarify what the accident. Well, let's see.
We're in it now.
Yeah, no, here we go. I was outside in Miami at the Shore Club, and this is a quote from T.I.
Okay.
A quote from T.I. I was outside in Miami at the Shore Club, and I was stepping outside my balcony, about to fire up my blunt.
Yeah.
Fire up my blunt. With him and his partner Big Phil. I just heard moaning and groaning from up on top of the roof area. I'm looking at Phil and I'm like, "Are you hungry?" I thought this was his stomach because Phil was always hungry. And he was like, T.I.'s delightful. And he was like, "Man, that ain't me." And we continue to smoke. And then moaning sounds continue. So I step out and I look down and I don't see nothing. And then I look up and, oh shit, it's a white man up there.
That's the most apt description of Scott Stapp.
Oh my god.
There's a white man. He's up there. Let me tell you.
Oh man.
He's so high. He's up there.
Like, here's the thing. The story itself is like sad and everything. But like T.I. the absurdity of this and T.I. explaining it is very like interesting.
Mm-hmm.
T.I. because apparently, you know, according to T.I., Stapp like was attempting to jump from the building because of a personal issue with him and his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And then apparently says T.I., he says, quote, "So basically I offered him the J, but he couldn't reach me. So I said, I'll tell you what. I'll let you hit it if you let me call somebody to get you down." So he let somebody to call him to get down. So apparently this story is that Scott Stapp was in a hotel, was thinking about jumping off the hotel because he was very upset. And T.I. saw him and went, "Do you want to hit this blunt?" And Scott Stapp was like, "Yes." And he was like, "You can only hit this blunt if I call an ambulance." And he was like, "Okay."
Sounds good.
That's actually kind of sick. T.I.'s the fucking awesome, apparently.
T.I.'s got those mind tricks down.
Oh my god. Whew. Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that one.
That's a big story. That's from searching to Scott Stapp smoke weed, and I could not imagine a better thing coming up. Great. Wow. Holy shit. There's a lot of stories about this that I never knew about.
Mm-hmm.
This is another headline from the time that it happened where it's a quote from T.I. where he said, "I stopped Creed frontman Scott Stapp from killing himself with a promise of smoking weed with me." This is from a GQ interview.
Sounds right.
Wow. Holy shit. That is so bizarre. I don't know what Scott Stapp clarified in this article, though.
Oh, yeah. Did he just say, no, that didn't happen? Or...
Yeah, Scott Stapp is denying that there was any weed involved. He said that, he just said I had an accident and I was injured and he found me injured and called me an ambulance. He tried to downplay it as if T.I. did not offer him a blunt.
But,
wow.
like, we know. We know.
I feel like it's like, you know, there's a lot of times in the show where, like, we we just like accidentally start shitting on people's personal lives, which is not the point. Obviously, truly not the point. But that is a very fucking bizarre story.
That is like, yeah. And real talk, hope that Scott Stapp's okay. But like,
yeah, 100%, 100%. Like, good on him and Ti for kind of coming together in that moment. That's a beautiful story in a strange way. Greg, what's going on in the Whizbang?
So we lost the last one. It just kind of didn't draw very well. We're doing pretty well now, though. They seem to be this kind of priest that likes to make just like one giant dude and just hit you in the face all of a sudden by playing a bunch of spells. Oh shit! But he's got some later draw stuff. Okay. We're gonna see how we do here. I'm gonna opt to just kind of throw some things out there. Throwing spaghetti at the wall, my friend. Let's see how many cards. We're actually gonna draw a bunch of cards just to kind of start that engine.
Okay.
And, see what we got.
I think that's probably all I have about Creed.
Well, do we want to discuss? I mean, that was that song. Do we want to?
Should we do a lightning round for With Arms Wide Open?
Yeah,
bonus, a little bonus, Jonas.
It is what we named this stream after. So
okay. We'll go through it. We got 10 minutes to get through this, so okay. I'll try to not go on as many tangents. Though, God, that is my favorite thing about this. With Arms Wide Open from the album Human Clay, of course.
Of course.
This is a song about Scott Stapp not knowing if he's ready to be a father, and finding what he was destined to do to become a good father and show him everything with arms wide open. There are no annotations for this song, so we're going to have to do the legwork.
Okay.
Well, I just heard the news today. It seems my life is going to change. I closed my eyes, begin to pray. Then tears of joy stream down my face. Very straightforward.
Yeah.
Truly.
It's going to be a dad. Very excited about it.
Yeah. Then we're going to lightning round this because I think this is all pretty straightforward. With arms wide open under the sunlight, welcome to this place, and I'll show you everything with arms wide open, with arms wide open. I want to make it clear that I think the defining feature of Creed is the fact that like they add an H. Scott Stapp adds an H before every word.
To everything. Between every syllable, I believe.
With arms wide open.
Yeah.
Open. Hearthstone. Oh, wait, that one has an H. Verse 2, well, I don't know if I'm ready to be the man I have to be. I'll take a breath. I'll take her by my side. We stand in awe. We've created life. And then, again, we get a variation of the chorus with arms wide open under the sunlight. Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything with arms wide open. Now everything has changed. I'll show you love. I'll show you everything. With arms wide open, wide open. Then there's a guitar solo.
Yeah.
Honestly, with this and the last song, it's like he really gets to the fucking point, doesn't he?
Yeah, I was expecting some like deeper philosophical weird stuff, but honestly, this has been a pretty cut and dry campaign with Scott. With our dear friend Scott.
Well, he seems like a pretty straightforward lyricist, which is maybe why people didn't really vibe with them at the time, and why they kind of maybe were made fun of a little bit. Maybe that had to do with it. Maybe that had to do with it.
Maybe.
What I'm surprised about is that these aren't like the most like they're not the most like religious or as religious as I would think. Like, I mean, the first song was about heaven on earth, but like it was still pretty coded in some ways. So that's interesting. And then we just get the third verse here, and this will pretty much take us to the end of the song. Interestingly, is if I just had one wish, only one demand, I hope he's not like me. I hope he understands that he can take this life and hold it by the hand, and he can greet the world with arms wide open. Really straightforward. That's it. That's all we get. You got to appreciate a little straightforward songwriting from your boy Scott.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And higher, yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty
Higher
good.
also straightforward. He doesn't, he doesn't like.
He doesn't mince words.
He really doesn't mince words. I feel like you would get a lot more words with someone else, but he cuts straight to the point.
Yeah.
This Slayer is gonna go places.
Yeah, he was talking about that game where I destroyed the shit out of the opponent. It was this Vile Spine Slayer, which combo destroys a minion, and it destroyed a 14/14 that would have really would have given us some trouble. But I had that to just murderate the shit out of that guy.
Yeah. So I think this is probably the last game here.
Do you want me to do one more? Because
we have 5 minutes. What do you think?
You know what? Let's roll a Whizbang. Let's roll a
Whizbang.
Back to our roots. See what we get.
Okay. I feel like we've learned a lot about Scott Stapp. Actually, like a lot about Scott Stapp in this episode.
I'm trying to understand why Scott Stapp and T.I. were in the same place.
Yeah, they were in the same hotel. I wonder if there was like a festival or something going on, and maybe. I really do not know. That is kind of fascinating. Yeah, I guess Scott Stapp is an interesting figure. I don't know if he's still. Yeah, I think he's still making some solo albums.
Okay.
He's replacing. He replaced Scott Weiland, who passed away a few years ago as the singer of the band Art of Anarchy. So that's what he's been up to. So good for him. T.I. really brought him back.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. Greg, tell us about this last game that we are playing here.
Well, my friend is saying hi to the stream. We're against a weird priest that's taking cards from like our deck, which is a thing. We're just gonna draw some cards, see what this one does. I think this is gonna be like a pain to ourselves, and draw stuff and try to control the board as much as we can. We'll see how we do. Priest will be able to keep itself up in health, which might be a little troublesome, but hopefully we'll hit some gas at the end and manage to blow him out.
Okay, that
sounds like
good.
I'm talking about somebody's butt.
yeah, this is the butt. Welcome to Deadpool. We tricked you guys.
Deadpool humor.
Deadpool 3, baby. Here we go.
Deadpool 3 now with Detective Pokemon.
Detective Pikachu. We're gonna have to talk a lot about Detective Pikachu. This is a teaser for next week's episode of Left Trigger, Right Trigger. We famously had a lot to say about Detective Pikachu on our show,
and how he fucks,
and how he has sex.
Has lots of sex.
It's going to be a big topic of discussion.
Very large.
Next Tuesday.
It's going to be huge.
Find out how much we.
Yep.
Find out.
Find out
what Pikachu do.
Wait for it. It's coming.
It's gonna happen. So how do you feel about this one? Do you feel good?
I feel weird. I played 2 Omega cards. These get better if you spend 10 minutes on them, especially this one. This one's very good. But no, I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing stuff on the field. I could life tap to get more cards, but I was worried I wasn't going to be able to play anything and then I'd burn a card. See, this is a card that we like. We like the Void Lord. The Void Lord is very good. I still don't want to life tap because I don't know what I could draw that I would then want to play. Because I have a few things like Hellfire deals 3 damage to everything, and it's just my creatures out there. I don't really want to play. I could just play the coin, but I'd rather use that to actually use that mana. So I'm just gonna have a pretty lame turn there. It should be good if he plays like a big threat. I can Voodoo Doll and then Mortal Coil it, which would be nice. Oh, apparently I have these in my deck because he got this from a Thought Steal.
Okay.
So how do I want to play this? I think I'm gonna be a little weird and probably just Hellfire, punch it, and then Hellfire. Just because I want to start powering this up by dealing damage to myself, and I need to get rid of cards.
Okay.
I could have used the Mortal Coil and this guy, but I want to save it for the Voodoo Doll combo. You know, I'm just saying words at you that you have no idea what anything is. And,
that's okay.
And I'm imagining it just sounds crazy.
No, you know, I've played a bit of Hearthstone, but there's like a certain high level of Hearthstone where, you know, I'm just like, yeah, just put the big card on the table.
Oh, he healed my guy. Well, so he could draw a card. He's got 5 mana. He could probably play most of the stuff in his deck. Boy, I hope he doesn't have a silence, because I don't want him to silence this Void Lord that I'm probably going to coin out.
That would be bad.
That would be bad.
That would be bad. Oh, too much fun. So, I mean, also, we should say, Whizbang Ladder Bros, we do this every once in a while. We're bringing it back. We're going to have some more content up on the old YouTube soon. So that's good. It's coming. It's coming. Stay tuned. Sorry that we have been away for a bit. It's been a very busy time, but we are, at least I am less busy now, which means video, we can go.
Video away-ho.
Video away-ho. Video
away-ho.
Don't tease it. You know what'll happen.
I know.
But if there's a band that you want to hear broken down, some lyrics you want to...
Holy shit. Sorry.
What just happened?
He just... I think I'm fucked.
Okay, that's no good.
Oh, wait, no, I'm not, because I have Lord Godfrey, and I'm just going to murder all of his things right now.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
It looks like you're fucked, but I guess not. Yeah, if there's a certain song that you want us to break down the lyrics to, or a band you want us to take a deep dive into, or one-hit wonder that you want to learn more about, like EMF, who we actually learned absolutely fucking nothing about in that segment, incredibly.
Yeah.
Just a straightforward episode. We had like a really straightforward story about EMF. They were just a regular fucking band who sampled Andrew Dice Clay.
As you do.
And then we had Scott Stapp smoking weed with T.I., which is fascinating. Honestly, very fascinating.
It's very curious.
It's an interesting story, and T.I. comes out of it sounding like a fucking literal superhero.
Just like a good dude.
And just a good dude. Like, to be like, hey, man, like, I'll let you smoke this weed with me if you let us call you an ambulance.
I mean, just being, like, looking out for the guy, you know?
Yeah, that's honestly incredibly chill. I don't know anything about T.I. I'm going to hope that I don't look him up afterwards and realize that he actually has done a big crime, and I'm going to be like, oops, I endorse this person. In the context of this story only, T.I. sounds like a really good guy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Oh, mamma mia.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I love it.
It's great. I might be about to die, so...
Yeah, you only have 9 health here. What happened? I thought you had...
Yeah, he hit me with a lot of things very suddenly.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, but I'm trying to clear the board now, so we'll see what happens.
Okay. Do you think you can do it?
We'll see. He's playing a thing to give him spell power, which isn't bode well. Probably means he has some kind of spell that's going to go directly... He probably has 2 of the card that deal 5 damage to a face.
Okay.
Oh, wait, never mind. He just killed the thing that was supposed to kill everything else.
Okay.
This is going to be an interesting one, G.
Why is that?
Strap in, folks.
Okay.
I got to hope to find a particular card that I think is in this deck, basically.
That's the joy of Whizbang. You don't know.
Yep. I really have no clue.
Whoops.
Oops.
Oh, boy.
Defile's not going to help.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, Tetris.
Oh, Puyo Puyo Tetris. Can we just start a new series where we just play Puyo Puyo Tetris and talk about, like, 80s hip-hop?
Sure. Also, can we talk about the Tetris effect at some point and how I really want to play it? at some point?
Yeah, let's just a quick break here. Tetris Effect looks like very good. I've been playing Lumines, which I think is either how you pronounce that or Lumines. Just pretend I said the right one.
Lumines.
And ignore the wrong one.
Yeah.
It's a very good game, and everyone's been saying that Tetris Effect is basically that game.
Spiritual successor to that game.
Yeah, and like that game is a really fucking good puzzle game, so I'm very curious about it. And since I gave up on Red Dead, my backlog is clear.
Nice. Yeah. I didn't realize you had given up on Red Dead.
What happened with Red Dead Redemption 2 is that I beat the main story, and after the main story, there's an epilogue.
Okay.
The first mission of the epilogue involves you riding a fucking very slow horse and buggy, for 5 minutes going through dialogue. Then you get to a town, and then you ride another horse and buggy for like another 5 minutes.
Okay.
And it's like not fun to ride a horse and buggy. It's very slow. It's very boring.
Thing. Yeah.
And then you like do a quick thing where you like chase down a horse, and then that's it.
You betcha on my horse.
You betcha on my horse. I did this once.
I
got the wagon back, the like runaway wagon. I brought it to the waypoint. The game went into its cinematic view, which it does before cutscenes, like widescreen bars come up on screen.
Okay.
And you lose control of the character, and then it goes into a cutscene. Got to the waypoint, lost control of the character. Cutscene would not start. Just was a cinematic view of me sitting there. Could not move. Had to restart. Took me to the fucking beginning of the mission again. I was like, that sucks. Okay, I'll do it again. Did it again. Literally exact same thing happened. And then I was like, I don't need to fucking play this game anymore.
Yeah.
So I quit.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a beautiful game to look at. I don't need to play it anymore.
Yeah. I was discussing this with somebody, and how that game, or how most Rockstar games kind of turn into to-do list simulators.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
In Grand Theft Auto, like the sandbox of it works because it's like, you have like, you can drive a friggin' fast car and do like crazy stunts and like go on these like crazy kill streaks and be a crazy dick. And that's fun. That's fun. Like Crazy Taxi. It's like Crazy Taxi.
Yeah.
In Red Dead, like, it's a lot of like empty land and slow movement, and it's like it doesn't have that side of GTA's appeal, so you just kind of have like the story and then the chory stuff. And I don't know, y'all. I don't think it's a super fun game to play.
Hot takes here on Whizbang Ladder Bros.
Well, I'm stretching for time. I thought this would not take as long as it would, but
you're
actually kind of
same. Yeah, I'm at the end of my deck now. This is gone. We're now bleeding into 10 minutes. We're really cutting into Leno's time. It's not.
Yeah, we're cutting into Jay Leno's back. It's his return show tonight.
Yeah.
He's fucking back.
Everyone wants that asshole back.
It's incredible that no one has thought about Jay Leno left.
No, he has a show. I'm pretty sure.
What's his show? Is it like
it's his garage?
Oh,
because he's a car boy.
Oh my god.
Oddly, I think I have an out here. Check this out.
Do you think you're gonna win this?
I don't know. It's gonna be very close.
From 9 to 19, which is kind of incredible. This is like some world class.
How did this guy survive? Oh, fuck. I missed that he played something on him. Damn it. All right. Well, okay. It's okay. I'm about to play this and resummon all friendly demons that died this game.
Which is a lot?
Which is... There's 8, and hopefully... I'm hoping for 2 in particular. Because it's like 2... hold on. This is going to be a whole thing.
Okay. I am deeply...
Ooh, this is an interesting... I've never seen this deck actually get... The deck I'm playing against, like, get into its kind of, like, later game things. So this is kind of curious for me.
Okay. It's interesting when all the lyrical breakdown goes away.
Oh my god!
Did you goof?
I goofed. I goofed real bad. I goofed real fucking bad.
Did you just do a lose?
I most likely did a lose. Basically, I wanted one of the Void Lords, at least one of the Void Lords, to show up again. And there were 2 of those and 6 of the other things. So all 6 of those showed up because there was only 6 spots left on the board.
You got fucking crushed.
Yeah, I just got fucking hosed.
But you could still make a comeback, right?
Unlikely.
Oh, you're out of cards.
I have no cards left.
What does that mean?
No cards left to card. So anytime I draw a card, I'll take 1 damage, and then the next time I draw a card, I'll take 2 and 3, and it goes on like that.
But he must be out of... No, he's not out of cards, is he?
He's not out of cards. He's got 3 cards left. But he also has, like, this dude, when he dies, is going to come back as 2 of this other thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to concede this one. Because I only got 1 card left, and it's to kill one of my dudes to gain some life. So.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was Whizbang.
Wait, you did a good job.
I tried my best. I tried my hardest.
Yeah. Hey everybody, thanks if you're watching this after the fact. Thanks for watching. Give us a like and a subscribe. We're back to churning out some content. It'll be coming back. We got some things in the works. We'll see how.
Consider this a touching base to be like, hey guys, we're still here. We're still working on stuff, and we got interesting things in the works that we want to do and make it a little bit more refined maybe than we did last time. But we're also gonna do goof 'em ups like we do with Whizbang Ladder Bro. So
yes. This is Whizbang Ladder Bro and fighting joint show there. So
it's a show within a show. Let's not a show. They don't get equal booking, like equal billing.
Yeah, the series is Whizbang, so that's fine.
All right, as long as
Greg,
we keep that. Yeah.
Thanks for walking us through some, Yeah,
no problem. I'm glad to try to teach you Hearthstone. Thanks for trying to interpret the lyrics of Retail Rock.
Thank you. I deserve that.
Yeah. All right, and this has been Whizbang Ladder Bros, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.